Have you ever wanted to build your own video game? It might sound super complicated, like you need to be a genius coder or something. But what if I told you that you could build a really fun game in just a few minutes? Today we're going to do exactly that. We're going to use an awesome tool called Scratch. Think of it like a giant box of digital Legos for making games and animations. It's totally free and runs right in your web browser, so you can get started immediately. We're going to build a classic game of hide and seek. It's a visual programming language developed by the super smart folks at MIT. Instead of typing out lines and lines of confusing code, you just snap together colorful blocks. Move forward, play a sound. By connecting these blocks, you can tell your characters, which are called sprites, exactly what you want them to do. You get to be the inventor, the artist, the engineer, all at the same time. Our mission today is to build a simple but super entertaining hide-and-seek game. So, are you ready? Let's fire up our computers and get building. First things first, every game needs a hero, or in our case, a hider. In Scratch, our characters are called sprites. When you open a new project, you'll see a cat sprite waiting for you. To pick a new sprite, just click the little cat face icon at the bottom right of your screen. This opens up a huge library of characters, animals, objects. You could have a ghost hiding in a spooky mansion, a crab hiding on a beach, or even a donut hiding in space. Pick a sprite that you think is cool, and that will be fun to search for. For our game, let's pick something fun, like a beetle. Once you have your main character, your hider, you need to decide where the game will take place. This is your game's background, or as Scratch calls it, the stage. Next to the Sprite Library button, there's a button that looks like a little landscape picture. Click that to open the backdrop library. You'll find tons of options, from forests, desert cities, to underwater scenes. Sometimes the default sprite size might be too big or too small for your background. For now, you can just click and drag your sprite to place it anywhere on the stage. Alright, our stage is set and our hider is ready. Now for the really cool part, we're going to give our sprite a brain. Let's start with the most important event in any Scratch project, the green flag. The green flag is how you start the game. Go to the Events category on the left. It's the yellow one. Find the block that says when green flag clicked and drag it into the big empty space. This is the master block that will kick off all our action. Our hider needs to hide, and it needs to do this over and over again. For that, we need a loop. Head over to the Control category, the orange one. Grab a forever block and snap it right underneath your when green flag clicked block. Anything we put inside this forever loop will repeat endlessly while the game runs. This is the engine of our game. Inside this loop, tell the sprite to go to a random spot, then wait a little bit. Now let's make the sprite move. Go to the dark blue motion category. Look for go to random position and drag it inside the forever loop. This single block is super powerful. It teleports your sprite to a random spot on the stage. If it just keeps teleporting instantly, it becomes a flashing blur and is impossible to click. We need to add a pause. Go back to Control and find the wait 1 second block. Drag that under the go to random position block still inside the forever loop. Let's test it out. Click the green flag above the stage and watch. The sprite should start jumping around, pausing for a second in each place. How cool is that? You've just written your first program that makes something happen. We have a hiding sprite, which is awesome, but it's not really a game until you can interact with it. We need a way for the player to find the hider. The most direct way to do this is by clicking on it. Let's add a new script to our sprite. Go back to the Events category. Drag out a when this sprite clicked block. This block will trigger a set of actions whenever the player successfully clicks on our hiding sprite. This is how we'll reward the player for finding it. So, what should happen when you click the sprite? We should give the player a point. To do this, we need a variable to keep track of the score. Go to the orange variables category, click Make a Variable. Let's name it Score. Make sure it's for all sprites. Now you'll see a score counter on your stage. Drag the change score by 1 block, snap it under your when this sprite clicked block. Now, every time you click the hider, your score will go up by 1. To make it even more satisfying, let's add a sound effect. Go to the Sound category, grab a start sound. Pop block, add it to this script as well. A great game needs a goal. Let's add a timer to create a sense of urgency. We can use another variable for this. Now, we need a new script that starts with the when green flag clicked block. In this script, we'll first set the timer to our starting time, say 30 seconds. Then, we'll use a repeat until loop from the control category. Inside this loop, we'll wait 1 second, then change timer by -1. This will count down our timer to 0. When the timer hits 0, the game should be over. Now you have a complete game loop. The player has 30 seconds to click the hiding sprite as many times as possible to get the highest score. This is a solid foundation. But now it's your turn to get creative. The possibilities are truly endless. You have the tools. Now go build something amazing.